I believe that two realities are coming into existence right now. I don't want to spend too much time on the first. I think we know. You saw it in the Matrix. You saw it in Endgame. Except for they pretended it was good. You saw it in those robot movies. You saw it in the COVID ridiculousness. The ugly stuff, you know. And you see it. If you're in that paradigm, you see it. But honestly, the other reality that's coming into existence is what I see. This stuff is just side circus. I see the ones that are creating the other reality. So I want to focus on what that is, what the vibe of it is, how you can tap into that vibe. So the core, I think the core of it is the belief that it starts with your most intimate relationships. So the center of what we're creating is a hard, solid base, and it's small. And then if it grows out to community size, that's big enough. It doesn't need to go any bigger. And it's kind of funny. Like, I don't know if it's the Taliban that says that they don't need leadership because they have that kind of structure. But it's okay to me that it's bad people know this or whatever, because I'm a believer in the and principle, where there's something good to see in everything, and everything good that you see has an opposite, which is also good. So I can only tell you from my perspective, please don't make it mean that it's the only truth. Maybe your creation of a new world doesn't look anything at all like mine, but I'll bet the vibration is the same. So there is a partnership that's formed, and they buy a piece of land and they start to make the land strong. They don't monocrop. They believe in hard work for no work. They believe in permaculture, food forestry, birds and bees doing your work for you. Small. So they don't talk endlessly about, I don't want to do this because how are you going to do the harvest? It's so exhausting. Of course you're going to do the harvest by picking the food you want to eat and eating it, or else picking the food you want for your winter and canning it. It doesn't have to be exhausting. And they are in love, and they create small things, small people, and they create what they enjoy. Maybe they have some animals. They find balance with their little piece of Mother Nature. So then the magic starts, and they're creating a world. And what they do is they show their light. They see other people that have their light. They attract each other. They call that in. and their community becomes a little bit larger, and they inspire people to live in similar ways that don't live near them. Maybe they come by and they have a stay for a month, maybe they stay for a year. But they take all that they learned and they bring it to another location. And then the thing happens again. So they've just doubled. But maybe they invited 1,000 people, maybe they invited 20. So then they've 20 times themselves. This is a very, very large exponential equation. Just doubling, just two, is a very large exponential equation. So they have 20 people that they inspired completely. They gave all of themselves so that these people wouldn't just get a little part of their inspiration, wouldn't just go and bring their ugly blocks and their yucky things along with it. They shared it completely and perfectly so that it was a true double, a true 20 times. And then they, Permies.com, by the way, is doing this. So if you happen to want to check that out, I don't know them or anything. I just love them so much. If you ever want to check that site out. So there it is. They 20 times themselves, and 20 times 20. If that happens again, 400. Now you got 400 locations across the world, the United States, whatever you're thinking. And 400 times 400, 400 times 20, and then times 20, and whatever. 16,000, and there's one in every county. And there's food available for people to free barter with, maybe. And that's it. We don't have to worry. They're growing trees, they can build houses. They're growing food. That's all you need. Get rid of this belief that only the smart people can figure out how to get water. Figure out how to get water to people that's clean. I believe that this is possible. So how does that relate to going private? What if we live in a world where the laws that you believe exist don't exist for you, they exist for commerce, they exist for government-related things and activities. And what if that world was infinitely abundant? What if all the purchases that you've ever made were paid for and they're held in trust, so every dollar that you've ever spent is there? Yours, you're right. What if you're a millionaire? And these people that have been holding this in trust for you are waiting for those 16,000 people. What if it's good? What if they were here the whole time, waiting for the signs that the ones who can create a different world are ready, and those are the ones that are going to be given this fake, useless money, quote unquote, so that they can be the ones to concentrate it in a way that creates a new, beautiful, perfect world, rather than just giving it to them and letting them be in their greed and buy bigger mansions and yachts and boring things that don't matter at all. What if the evil is good? What if everything is on its head? What if you don't understand anything? And what if we can access that now? What if the knowledge is available? We can access it now. I have paperwork written up that would make me wealthy enough. Not wealthy for people who like to define the word rich, but wealthy enough that I could do this with ease. I could support my family to follow. We don't need to live in fear. I don't believe so. There's a different way, and it's real, it's existing. There's so many people who are doing it. They're everywhere. Oh my goodness, I can walk down the street and start a conversation and have a almost 50% chance of finding out that this person is deep, that this person is thinking. We gotta start talking to each other. We might learn some things about each other. Yeah. So there's a bad world that's forming, and you see it, and it's confirmation bias. The more you see it, the more you're gonna see it. Open your eyes. There's another world that's being born, and you'll see it if you look for it. You will. It's everywhere.